This is it, the final match. One of these two will walk out YCS champion.
Yep.
Yep.
Many players, the ultimate dream, finally winning a Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series. And we've seen a lot of Elvis Vu and a lot of Michael State. So I'm sure both of it just want it so bad. If you had to give your pick, where would it go right now? Without even knowing the die roll.
Without knowing the die roll, I'm going to give it to ABC.
You're going to give it to ABC?
I would go with Elvis Vu. But
yeah, I would have given it to Michael State, but just because of Elvis Vu's recent win against Exception, I feel like he probably seen a lot of what that deck can do. So, you know, I want to give it to Elvis Vu, but just to make things interesting, I'll be rooting for State.
Fair enough. Let's see. Well, if Elvis won the die roll, his hand is very, very good.
Yeah, Photon Thrasher,
his hand's good going
a gadget,
second as well.
and Union Hanger. The dream is real.
Yeah, this is looking good for Elvis Vu.
He has mastered the alphabet over the weekend, that is for sure.
A lot of people have been talking about ABC losing in popularity and not being as good as maybe the other decks, being restricted on how much they can do, but the power of ABC Dragon Busters is crazy. Unlike any other
when you see a good pilot, someone as skilled perhaps as Elvis Vu, you can see how far the deck can go, even if it's just the most targeted strategy in the field. So,
exactly.
We'll see.
You're good? All right. I'll start the time.
So he's going, well, Elvis set his hand down, so I'm assuming he's going second. His hand is still good going second because of Brilliant Fusion, but going first with Paleozoic, State opens up a Soft Frog, which is ideal.
Yep, sets up a totally awesome immediately. Huge, especially with a handful of traps. If your opponent activates Brilliant Fusion, do you Dimensional Barrier Fusion? Does that card resolve as much as possible? Like, how does that work?
I don't think you would still send, but we'll have to see.
Perhaps if it's chained, it just tries to resolve as much as possible before. I don't know. It's definitely an interesting interaction. We'll see if it comes up. Yep.
Oh, and if also by calling the fusion, not only stopping the Gym Knight Seraphinite, he also
stops ABC Dragon Buster. Yeah.
So maybe this Dimensional Barrier Totally Awesome will give State the edge.
Yeah, thank you.
Read your mind.
One Garnet in the hand, but
he does play two.
Yeah, I really like that. Starts with Photon Thrasher because, you know, Cyber Dragon-esque effect. Need to have no monsters in play to special summon that one. Follows it up with Brilliant Fusion. Let's see if State responds with Dimensional Barrier. Looks like he's considering it. Or perhaps even just Totally Awesome. That's not that bad either. But it just depends because he really wants to probably steal that Union Hanger. Or at least make sure that doesn't happen. Michael State probably asking himself the question of what happens here.
And I'm pretty sure it won't send them down because it only sends down the materials to special summon the fusion material monster itself.
So Foolish Burial, I've not seen that card in any ABC deck, but Elvis Vu is utilizing it. He has one in his hand. I guess it makes sense with Perform H Trick Clown because at any point it could just be a light level 4 material.
Or the letter you're missing, or even the letter you're missing.
No, I really like Foolish Burial if I'm playing Perform H Trick Clown in my deck.
All right, well, here comes Garnet.
Yeah.
So not being able to Pendulum Summon, he'll still be able to use Exceed Summon. So, Utopia Lightning, because he wants to try and deal with Totally Awesome. Let's see if he has
Solemn Strike, perhaps.
Or a Paleozoic trap to
several
put it face
Paleozoic
down.
traps good. Oh, I guess, you really needs here is Canadia.
Here comes Lightning.
Yep.
And he's thinking.
Yeah, stopping him.
Utopia Lightning being one of the best Exceed monsters in the game, in my own opinion.
Yeah, definitely one of the best. You were saying rank 4s, but sneaky rank 4, right? Not
That's
quite,
why I went
but
with
basically,
monster this time.
Nice.
3 level 5s or 2 level 4s, you pick.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Compulse. Oh, that's one of the best cards against it, too.
That's huge. Oh, and that's it. Elvis Vu scooping up game 1. Michael State with a strong opening.
Yeah, Totally Awesome. Elvis
totally awesome
knows that it's just done.
Compulse.
Yeah. Totally Awesome just going to get another monster next turn, set up more Exceeds. The game was just written up already. So looking at side decks, Elvis Vu, let's see what he has. Probably maybe Retaliancy.
Yeah.
But we talked about that. Magna Reverse, Twin Twister, 100%.
You seem to like the Magna Reverse, so I'd imagine you'd put him in.
Oh, not Retaliancy. I'm sorry. For a second, I thought that was Flying Sea, and that's why I first said that card.
Yeah.
But too many cockroaches here.
Let's
many.
Look at, they're everywhere.
Yeah. Let's take a look at State's side deck. I don't think we've analyzed how he does against ABC. He got anti-spell.
3 system downs.
Yeah. No reason to bring an anti-spell here unless he's just trying to buy some time. But system down definitely going to be the big one. How do you feel about Twin Twister? Do you bring Twin Twister in against this deck?
I would normally, but I don't know if he's going to because he's going to for sure put in the 2 copies of Ghost Reaper.
Yeah, he already has the ABC Dragon Buster in his extra deck, so those are definitely coming, especially going second. Yeah,
we'll see. 3 system downs.
We see exactly that. It's a 5 card. Oh no, a little more than 5 cards. Seems like 2 monsters.
Maybe you're Geki and Darkhold.
Perhaps.
Or 2 Maxis.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Maxi. Yeah, so it looks like he just sides into a bunch of hand traps in addition.
Yeah, I saw
no
Geki, Darkhold, and
seals. Yep. I like that. Just no reason.
Both players not taking much time at all to side deck. They've both played this matchup multiple times throughout this very long tournament.
Yeah.
They're ready to go.
Elvis Food just coming off the matchup, whereas I'm sure State had a very good plan of exactly what he wanted to do, seeing as we have talked about how ABC was expected to be the most popular deck in the field.
Indeed.
Do you think it was, or do you think there were more Metal Foe players in the beginning of the day?
I was walking around a lot. I did see a ton of ABC, but I would think Metal Foes took the cake on the majority of, well, not the majority, but the most popular deck.
I can see that. I would think it would be ABC just because of
I
how
also
accessible the deck is, and maybe you're a little biased because of your friend circles and whatnot.
No,
a lot more people playing Metal Foes.
I was expecting, my personal prediction before the tournament start was that the ABC would be the majority of what people played.
I'm just going to pause time to get hands.
All right. Let's see. That's a copy
Looks
of
like System Down, Dupe Frog, Ronin Tone, and Reckless Greed, and a Paleozoic for State, whereas
Elvis Fuse Hands also, once again, very good.
Terraforming, Gadget, Instant Fusion, Twin Twister, Photon Thrasher.
State's really wishing he drew that Max C in his opening hand right now.
Yeah,
but that System Down could come in handy.
Yeah, if it just depends how Vu wants to do this. He could set it up a way where he equips a B somewhere.
Yeah, if he'd have to tag out the Dragon Buster to equip the B with the Union Hanger, which would not be the worst idea since he has the Twin Twister.
Indeed.
I'm good to go. You're good to go? All right. You can play.
So he's going to start with, Thrasher.
Thrasher
and probably
terraforming.
terraforming for the Hanger.
The good old 1-2 punch.
Yep. Hanger likely to get A.
Terraforming doesn't get A, but the Hanger that he searches will. Nope,
doesn't get B either. There's the Union Hanger.
He's going for C, just in case.
Up C, yep.
Just C equipped with B is the best way to play around getting Lancia, maybe.
Oh, I see. I see. Yep, there's B.
There's Sook. See, maybe this game might just be, unless the System Down.
Yeah, the System Down is going to be the defining card. It just depends how Elvis Vu goes about his turn one, how weak he could be to System Down.
If he draws the Magnet Reverse, maybe off the Tsukiyomi.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of factors into it.
Yeah, definitely.
But he has definitely a lot of powerful cards. Oh, there's A, B, and C floating up the graveyard, just like Solemn Strike
and Brilliant Fusion, perhaps. Brilliant Fusion for Trick Clown seems pretty good here.
He's going to have quite a board.
Oh, no, but he can't even do that. If he Brilliant Fusions for Trick Clown, he might have just way too many monsters. Because he has to accommodate for the fact that Seraphonite's there, too.
Yeah, that is true. Well, let's see how he...
Draw phase, yep, I like this.
System Down.
Super important. Not
System
just that
Down
playing around
and
Kaijus.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw Kaijus out of the main deck of State's deck. Yep.
Target C is going to quit B to C, I'm assuming.
Yep. Make sure that System Down doesn't get too much value, albeit you'll still get a ton.
Not only does the B prevent the C being banished,
but the B itself
spells.
is not a machine.
The B also searches. If you were to try to destroy the C, the B would fall off and search for
the last piece,
and
which
then
is
the
what
C
you're
can
saying.
summon from your hand.
I see, yeah.
So it has like a double. Oh, here comes the first System Down. Pay 1,000.
First changing, right? Yep, first.
The Buster from the grave is gone too. Let's see if this System Down is enough.
Yeah.
Off the table, please.
Lots of frogs.
We'll see. Yeah, Vu's hand is still just super strong, whereas System Down, buys you a little time, but
I think we might be in a game 3 very quickly.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely the case. Solemn Strike, if he has it here on the Swap Frog, is probably pretty good. But he could also just save it for the Totally Awesome.
Because since it was a special, if he were to strike the Swap Frog, he'd have to worry about banishing Rotom and then normal summoning another Swap Frog.
Right.
Or the Dupe Frog. But
yeah.
he could just have another copy of Solemn Strike and not make a difference.
ABC is just such a scary deck because if you leave them with an equipped monster until their turn, they can unequip a Trigger Union Hanger again. And
so much. You're not only dealing with a couple ABC Dragon Busters, you're dealing with a couple of rank 4s. You're dealing with so much.
Perhaps a little too trigger happy on that Solemn Strike. We'll see. Actually, no, not trigger happy at all because he would get to send another frog to the graveyard. So there's just a lot that can. You want to just stop the Swap Frog, right? Most of the time. Or do you think you should wait until
special,
Totally Awesome?
I was saying, like, on the special, it's a tough call. Because like they don't play very many monsters, so the odds of them having another one isn't like very high. And if they don't, it just ends it immediately. But if they do have that one other frog, they're going to be able to make the rank 2. And we also we know one of his back rows is instant fusion. The other one could also be another trap, another solemn strike.
Yeah.
Oh, if he makes let me pull number 45.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
He negates a face-up card on the field, so he could negate the B that's equipped to C and attack over it.
Effect on B. Battle.
You can't activate, right?
Yeah, I can't activate, and then it's negated.
It's negated.
Yeah.
I just run right that fast. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we can pull it up for everyone.
I don't think it is in our database, but it negates a face-up card on the field. Just for this turn. And yeah, that's what he did. He negated the B, attacked over the C. In phase, double Twin Twister, and ABC Dragon Buster is going to come down.
Suki will let him draw 2 cards. That instant fusion already has an ABC Dragon Buster.
This game will
basically
end
at the
this
ready.
turn.
Yep.
Let's go to
And
game
that's it.
3. Wham, bam. Here we go. Final game of the YCS.
I am excited.
Me
So
too.
once again,
Yep.
you guys have 3 minutes to decide. So.
Do you want to change your answer now that Michael State's going first in the final duel?
Well, I am not a flip-flop frog, so I will stick going with the ABC player, Elvis, who, despite ABC going second, not being the best, but with cards like Brilliant Fusion, 2 copies of Dark Hole, Twin Twister, he might have a pretty good chance. If any, this might be the version of ABC that has the best chance going second.
Do you think even without the cards like Empowerment and stuff?
Yeah, instead of Empowerment, you have cards like Brilliant Fusion, which are
It's
very similar.
Yeah, I could understand that. I could definitely
But
understand
it
that.
lacks the utility of Empowerment, but
No, but
has
I see
a
it.
way
Brilliant
higher
Fusion,
payoff.
yeah.
It has a way higher payoff.
Definitely true. I can 100% agree with what you're saying there.
But then you also run the Garnet problem.
Yeah. Just the fact that you could just
2
not have
maxis
them.
going in.
It looks like just a quick switch for a bunch of trap monsters for more
These guys
traps
both
instead.
know what they're getting to. They know this will be the final game of their tournament.
See a sigh from Michael State. Just got to keep composure. It's definitely nerve-wracking, especially if it's your first finals appearance.
Will Paleozoic Frogs be able to take down YCS Anaheim? Or will Kaiba's ABC Union Monsters be able to win?
Yeah, definitely interesting. Especially after, once we got into top 32, it didn't seem like ABC was... It just seemed like everyone was very ready to beat ABC.
Right, we've only seen a couple of ABCs since the top cut, and Elvis was the only one we actually got to feature.
We'll see what happens.
Thinking
Looks like Elvis
about
making
Chaos
a few
Hunter?
extra decisions. Looks like Dimensional Barrier Chaos Hunter.
Interesting.
Perhaps as a way to, when they special summon Swap Frog, to send Ronin Toad, you can special summon
Oh,
your
they
own Chaos
can?
Hunter and prevent them from using Ronin Toad. And could be...
Nope. Yeah, he's switching back out for strikes. He's trying to be a little cute, but...
Yeah, no, it looks like Dimensional Barrier, not Strike, right?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he was thinking
That's
about
wrong.
it, but decided, the finals
Yeah.
probably isn't the time to try something like that.
Yeah.
20 seconds. Doesn't matter. Siding, like if you're done siding, like if you're shuffling your deck, you're technically done. So don't worry about it.
I'm done right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we go.
And
It's
check
like,
out copies
I'm
of
not saying you
Magna
have to
Reverse,
present
it
your
looks
deck
like.
11:30, but I mean like you have to stop switching cards at 11:30.
Yep.
Whatever you
He
have in
took
there,
them
it's
out.
what you have in there.
Yeah, going second, it's hard enough to make an ABC Dragon Buster, let alone summon one back.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
still shuffle and present for final cut. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm just saying now you can no longer swap cards because the 3 minutes is up.
Both players know everything is on the line. One will walk away with an ultra rare number 93 Topic
Don't worry, guys, last
Kaiser,
game.
and one will
It's
have a
long,
super.
exhausting event,
Yep.
but you guys grinded all the way up
More
to
importantly,
here.
one will
Make it a
have
nice,
the
good
coveted title, Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship
YCS
Series winner.
Championship winner. 1,700 people, 2 days,
Give it everything you got.
about 16
Let's get a
rounds,
Nice good show.
and
for
it all
people
comes
out there.
down to this.
Yep.
One game.
See, yeah,
Yourself
that
good?
handshake.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
Good luck.
excited.
Here we go.
Let's see, Wabaku,
Oop, there
Swap
it is.
Frog,
Mm.
Wabaku, Storming, and
Ooh,
Pot of Desires. That is
it's
definitely what he
huge.
needs to see at the end of there.
He hadn't seen any
Yeah.
Paleozoic.
The other
cards yet.
hand, we got, let's see, it looks like 2 copies of Dark Hole, Instant Fusion, Foolish Burial, and Photon Thrasher. Not the worst, but definitely not the best either.
Yeah.
He could just get away with, burning through it totally awesome or something, but it's just hard because having your opponent steal the card when you negate it, definitely game-changing.
Yeah, he's definitely one Union hanger away from having a great hand going second.
Yeah.
I'm good to go whenever you're ready.
Yeah,
All right.
You start with Swap Frog, right? Or maybe you start with Pod
I
Desires.
think
I
you
feel
have
like
to start with Pot of Desires.
Really?
Because you kind of want to draw into a water monster here, I think.
Well, if you draw into it, can't you just bounce back to Swap Frog and re-special something? Or are you saying not thinning the water monster is the bad part? Yeah, I could understand that because you're so unlikely to banish all the frogs from your grave. Oh, there's a Swap Frog. Oh.
Well, that's coming out. So.
Yeah.
But no Paleozoic trap cards, and
yeah,
all he's gonna have is that totally awesome.
Now he'll just. What if all the Ronin Tones were banished? Oh, he didn't even check what was banished. I don't like that. He did not check any of the cards he banished off Pod Desires. So
he probably maybe he's trying to save time. He'll do it during his opponent's turn, but
I don't know. Now he checks 3 copies of Dupe Frog banished. That is a huge deal.
That makes the totally awesome much worse.
Yeah, no, it's not even close.
Oh man,
and
also
it looked like the other copy of
Paleozoic
Ronin
traps.
Tonen might have been banished too.
Oh man,
jeez, this is not. Oh man, that Pot of Desires.
And also, yeah, just having no actual Paleozoic trap cards could be. Oh, Brilliant Fusion. What a card.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh man.
Yeah, Elvis will quickly realize what's up once State gets a Swap Frog and doesn't activate its effect.
Special Summon Thrasher. Not wanting to give his opponent a Dark Hole.
Yeah.
Activate Brilliant Fusion right off the bat.
What was the other card he has set? So he has 2 copies of Wabaku, Stormy Mirror Force, and
Reckless Greed.
Reckless Greed. Oh, yeah, so nothing that can really interact.
And the Brilliant Fusion being negated.
Yep.
Foolish Burial.
Get that Trick Clown down.
Clown effect?
1,000 life points. Small price to play
Take
for an extra.
And monster
level 4 light
that
material.
is not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
These Wabakus,
Yeah,
unless he Castells this totally awesome, these Wabakus could really
Yeah,
be
put in a lot of
impactful.
work. I feel like that might be it though, right? He already used the totally awesome negation, so.
He also might know that he's playing cards like, oh, here comes the, he
Yeah.
knows he's playing cards like Storm and Mirror Force, Wabaku threatening Mark,
Yeah.
so he knows that he might have to just get rid of it
Yeah,
and
he
deal
still
with
has
those
his
cards.
instant fusion. Oh, it looks like he changed his mind there for a second. Oh, going for
also,
oh no.
Oh, this will force out a Wabaku before the battle phase, but doesn't let him put any monsters into his graveyard, so his instant fusion won't be able to bring back anything. Oh, before you enter your battle phase, let me activate this Wabaku.
Punish
Slight
so
misstep.
hard, yeah.
Might wanting to Castell first and then instant fusion.
Yeah.
But the lightning's still going to be a threat. The totally awesome not really going to be able to do anything about it.
Yeah, Wabaku affecting the player, not the monster, causing the normally invulnerable S39 to not be able to defeat the totally awesome in battle. Can you still
They might
attack and
try.
activate its effect just to get the monsters in the grave?
Yeah, I believe you definitely can. He'll double. You can detach 2 materials to double.
Seems like a good plan. I feel like you have to keep the Trick Clown. Oh no, I guess if you bring back the Trick Clown with Norden, then it's worthwhile, right?
Right.
Yeah. It just depends what Xyz monster you want to try to play next.
I'm assuming it's going to be Castell.
Yeah, definitely Castell, but that would cause the Trick Clown to go down. So then in that case, I would have liked seeing the Trick Clown stay under the S39.
Maybe he won't go Castell. We'll see.
I feel like he has to at this point, right? But knowing his opponent doesn't have any more any more frogs in his deck, right? Maybe that's. But I don't know. It's definitely an interesting spot to be in. Yep, Castell. See, yeah, but another tiny thing could have gone differently, but Elvis is in such a good position now. But that Reckless Greed, that's what State has to bank on. If that Reckless Greed maybe finds like a Desires to just get him back in, now it doesn't even matter what he banishes.
Right.
He's just so much banished.
Right, and now he's the anti-spell. State's only chance is somehow get a monster bigger than these guys, clear the board, and.
Well, yeah, Stormy Mirror Force right here will just take him back in, and then he needs to just have a good series of draws.
Oh, he knows. Nope, or maybe. Oh, wrong. Oh,
I don't know about that one.
choice.
Isn't
Yes.
S39 invulnerable, right? So he could have just switched it to the attack mode.
Perhaps he, picked the wrong one there.
Yeah, bounces to the half.
Stand by main.
Both players are playing a little quickly, a little nervous.
Yeah, definitely. They just want to.
Neither of them drew like the way they probably wanted to.
Oh, Reckless
Greed
Greed into Reckless Greed. That's definitely a step one.
This
With the
Never,
Paleozoic.
you can never tell what's going to happen in these games.
I believe that's Canadia he drew. It's either Canadia or Pikaia. If it's Canadia, he can use it beforehand and then Reckless Greed to trigger it to special summon it. But if it's Pikaia, he needs to find another card before. But yep, looks like it's Pikaia. During the end phase, he's going to have to activate that Reckless Greed, and so he'll stack, but he'll still have to skip one. He can still use this during the end of the turn, though, the Pikaia, so we'll see.
It's 55 to 6, right?
Yes.
Pikaia discards the Paleozoic that is basically Mystical Space Typhoon. He drew Dynamiscus too, which will be the Karma Cut-esque Paleozoic, so at least he has an answer to that Utopia Lightning. It looks like it.
But with no frog.
Actually, no, that's not even it. No, it's not Dynamiscus. Yeah, oh wow, he's still just, he can Threatening Roar before battle, but he's still just looking to draw. He's also under Reckless Greed, he has one more draw.
This is going to be my turn, your turn.
Yeah. Boo's just slowly gaining a bunch of cards. Yeah. We'll see. He drew Vanity's Emptiness. That's going to be a big one.
Elvis Vu?
Yeah.
Oh, that
just said it.
Will that be the card that seals?
Yep, goes to Banish Rowantown, and it looks like this is where I would assume he snaps off that
Activate
Emptiness.
Vanity's Emptiness.
Oh, man.
One of the most powerful trap cards in the game.
Yeah.
I'll go and bring it up for those of you who are not familiar with it. But
yeah, very reminiscent of Royal Oppression. But just stopping your opponent from special summoning, always so powerful. And although it's a symmetrical effect,
oh, he's chaining his Paleozoic effect to the Vanity's Emptiness.
Yeah, to get into play, but he still won't be able to exceed summon because the Vanity's Emptiness will resolve. But yeah, normally a symmetrical effect, you can just turn off Vanity's Emptiness at any time if you play one of your cards. But what makes these effects so unfair that stop players from special summoning is if you special summon a ton first and then have Vanity's Emptiness, it's so hard for your opponent to come back. Looks like an attack from S39. Will it go through?
Do you still have that other Wabaku set?
Thank you.
I believe he does.
That could be huge. Because he drew the one that destroyed the Paleozoic trap that destroys spell and trap cards, right? If he's able to Wabaku and then destroy
I believe he discarded it for the Pikaia, but I don't know. It looks like he drew something else instead that I maybe didn't catch. So we'll be excited. Exciting to see what happens. Oh no, looks like it goes down.
Maybe choosing to save his cards?
Yep, finally off of Reckless Read. And that looks like it's Canadia, so the Book of Moon effect.
Oh, this is the add back a banished?
This is the burial from a different dimension, right?
Yeah, add back a banished trap to the grave.
Yep, return it to the graveyard.
Yep, I can target any banished card.
Game is still not over.
Yep,
by
he
any
can start
means.
putting back those cards he banished off Pod Desires if he wants to. So he can put a second Ronin Town back in his grave. Nope, chooses to do Frog instead.
Specify, he's allowed to. He could specify, let's say, monster or spell trap. He would have to target anything that's face up.
Yep. Much like Cypher and Lord Omega, that Paleozoic trap card works. It puts back any card. So it doesn't matter if the card is face down or face up banished. You can still put it back.
Starts a battle phase.
Wabaku before battle. Yep.
Any chains?
Nothing. Oh, there's the Dynamiscus. But State will still need another card. And it looks like Voodoo Union Hanger, or not Union Hanger, but Terraforming. If Canadian is activated, booking down the S39, sets the Terraforming. Unfortunate about Terraforming into Union Hanger, much worse under Anti-Spell because it takes a full 2 turns.
The anti-spell.
Oh, I was banishing Karma Cut, huh?
Oh, because it banishes. You need to get the enemies off the
not
field.
banishing Karma Cut. He's activating Dynamiscus to banish Vanity's
I think it's the only valid target for it.
Oh, yeah, because it's the only face-up card. You're right. And he's going to try to push through this S39.
Well, the Paleozoic.
I know there's a lot of cards set, but who knows how many of them are real traps, right?
Yeah, we know 2 of them are Dark Hole. There's thinking it's Dark Hole, Instant Fusion, and then and Terraforming possibly?
Yep, went down.
So. Yeah, the games are never over.
Yep.
Lots of letters in Elvis Vu's hand. So these Dark Holes might be able to save him.
It looks like he has Garnet A, at the very least. See what other cards he has. Maybe Potted Desires for turn is what he drew. Dark Hole. Oh, he still has those 2 copies of Dark Hole, right?
Yep. And the Instant Fusion, I believe.
I know it's a quick
Unless, no, he used the Instant Fusion.
Yep, chooses to
true.
negate
And
it,
he'll
obviously,
take his
so he can
Dark Hole.
steal it, and then he'll get to activate the effect of his Totally Awesome to add back on Aqua. Chooses Swap Frog. Gadget comes down.
Bomb strike.
Yep.
Just make sure he takes 15.
Will Michael State be able to pull this one out?
This would be
After opening
crazy.
poorly
No, don't worry about it. So I'm here to make sure that you're up to date.
and having a Desire Spanish 3 Duke Frogs.
Yeah.
Not the biggest deal, but definitely impact. Oh, Brilliant
Brilliant
Fusion.
Fusion.
That's fine. 27? Yeah.
Allowing him to send the letter he's missing and be able to, use the normal summon to summon a letter.
Can I see your?
Yep, you should be using that terraforming to find Union Hanger.
That's.
You
Make
putting
sure
in
he gets that
attack mode or
Seraphinite
defense
out.
mode?
Looks like
he's playing on
attack
discarding.
mode.
He's going to use Brilliant Fusion's effect to discard a spell card from his
Yeah.
hand to boost his stats back up.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys.
Targeting?
Book it back down, so he will not be able to gain his extra normal summon. When already using his normal summon, it brings
More
that
importantly, it looks like he was trying to trigger that Dynamiscus so he can make sure to summon a rank 2 the following turn with that Swap Frog in hand.
everything. Just
Yeah, lightning fast play.
both
but
players know exactly what they're doing. Both hungry for this win,
Still 0-0?
being able to play at this
It's,
speed back and forth.
yeah.
So just double check.
No.
No, it loses the limit effect. It's detached from
Okay.
it.
Yeah. It's
wanna read it.
how much defense?
Yeah, you can look it up.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
To check the
you can
defense on
ask
the
for it.
monster.
Gem Knight's Seraphinite.
Yeah.
It's 1400.
1400 defense, I think.
Yeah, 14, so he just terraforms for Union Hanger, sets it, flips the set Dark Hole.
Dark Hole. Oh,
Destroy that Dynamiscus.
back and forth, back
Yep,
and forth.
banishes it. Seraphinite goes down 2.
The longer this game goes on, though, the closer Elvis gets to summoning ABC Dragon Buster eventually. So
Looks like Dimensional Barrier was the draw. Has to just summon Swap Frog, at least deal 1,000 damage. I don't know if he has the materials in his grave to use Ronin Totem.
did he banish that Dupe Frog he put back?
Possibly to summon the last. Totally awesome, but I'm just a little unsure. So much has happened so quickly.
Cards in? Two. Normal? No effect? Attack for the
Yep.
next
Yeah.
Attack for
doesn't look
1,000.
Mark it down.
Probably wants to just set that Dimension Barrier and pass. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has any monsters in his grave other than that Ronin Totem.
Things are finally starting to look not so good for State.
Yeah. What he really needed there was something like Reckless Greed or something just trapped so he can trigger it to special summon another Paleozoic and just keep the fuel going.
Or have the Desires not banished so many of his Swap
Yeah, no.
Frog.
What actually just turned this game on its head was the fact that he lost all of those monsters. And I'm also confused as to why he chose to not bounce back the Swap Frog. Perhaps I'm missing something. And the
Love to
Union
see.
Hanger is also going to be huge. To add whatever letter. Summon Dragon Buster. He's also threatening Exceed and a Fusion Summon. That's the big part of this. Dimension Barrier can't stop both.
Oh, we have a Pot of Desires. Because he didn't have to discard it for the Brilliant Fusion since his Gem Knight Seraphinite was flipped face down.
Yeah, wants to double check, make sure, playing really fast, but got to make sure there's exactly 10.
Twin Twister.
And another trap card. Looks like Dimension Barrier.
The Twin Twister, no matter what happens from this point on, will probably end up sealing this deal.
Yeah, well, he already drew Twin Twister for turn.
Thank you for listening.
Oh,
So yeah, he
geez.
had one. He just drew a second copy along with Dimension Barrier.
It is looking bleak for State.
Triggering that.
Will Elvis Vu become the next YCS champion? Think he can taste it.
Yeah, I don't know. He once again did not, or much like State had, Vu didn't even look at his banish pile off that Pod Desire. He was just playing so fast, just wants to get it done. What's the last trap card that State has set that we don't know? That wasn't the Dimension Barrier he drew.
Call Fusion? Chain of Respect.
I don't know. We're going to find out. Maybe a Wabaku? No.
Nope, not Wabaku.
300.
Trying to delay the
Is
ABC,
it
the impending
Storming Mirror
Buster.
Force from the beginning of the game? If it was, he should have just activated right
I
there. Right?
don't think it is. I think he used it.
Wow.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, that's it. Michael Staley, Elvis Vu is our champion. ABCs take down Paleozoics in the finals.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Very epic. Very excited. It's a great feeling to
Yeah.
put so much time, so much
Yeah, State
effort.
can't help but smile. He knows. He's a good sport about it.
He knows what.
Yeah, you're allowed to celebrate at that
Yeah,
point.
oh, definitely.
Both duels just dueled their heart out there. So much back and forth. That was the craziest game. It looked like State had locked up with how good his beginning hand was, but
was finding a
crazy,
way.
unfortunate Potted Desires just banishing all the copies of Duke Frog from his deck.
Taking his late game out completely away from him.
Yeah, it's rough.
And having both players played very well.
Yeah, that's it. High risk, high reward cards like Potted Desires just
winner, Elvis Vu, YCS champion, Anaheim, 2016,
Yep.
ABC.
He had the anti-spell, so like he was locked out
Yeah.
for a bit at one point because of the anti-spell.
What a weekend. People thought ABC would win. It happened. Didn't
ABC.
expect it. Didn't draw it up like that where there was 2 Paleozoic frog decks in the top cut. But man, oh man.
What an epic, epic tournament. Top Cut was amazing.
Yeah.
Every
it
match
was-
we featured,
yeah,
I
it
felt
was
was
the
very
best. Yeah, this is
enjoyable.
actually probably my favorite YCS I've done coverage for in a long time. This was a real
that's
going
saying
one.
a lot.
Yeah, between
awesome.
how the format winded up, they're so diverse but so powerful at the same time, and then just everything getting turned on its head by Totally Awesome, right? There's so many Totally Awesome decks, heroes out of nowhere, Mermail, Paleozoic frogs.
ABC going second in the finals.
Yeah, and
losing,
still just and his hand was crazy. It was double Dark Hole. He's just rank 4 deck up until even take
nope,
2
Buster
turns.
never came out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to work with the cards you have. Very, very
Jeez.
epic. Lots of
Oh.
good players, lots of good plays.
Yeah, I'm just so excited now.
Great tournament.
Elvis Food finally taking one down.
He's been around the
Joining
circuit
the
for
one-win
many
club.
many years. Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Elvis Vu.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Congratulations.
shout out to Michael
And
State, who played
yeah.
very well, brought the Paleozoics all the way to the
Yeah,
finals.
I mean, he had it. If that didn't happen, he probably would have locked it up. So
the desires definitely hurt
yeah,
him.
in some alternate universe, perhaps Michael State was YCS champion, but not this one, my friend.
And also maybe in the future.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen so much success so far, and obviously a very skilled duelist. We'll see what happens, but we got Jerome with the interview. Let's ship it to him.
Hey guys, I'm here with Elvis Vu, your newest Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series winner. So, after 2 very quick games in the finals, it looked like we were going to a third one, a very quick third one. After the people saw the first hand, they were like, "Oh my God, this is all over." How did you turn the corner in that game?
And the emptiness, best card in the game.
That thing stayed around forever. So you chose to play ABC here in a field where a lot of the strong players were moving on to Metal Foes. What made you stick with ABC?
ABC Buster Dragon, best card in the game.
It's really good. It's hard to argue with that, but that was the only other deck that has such a card that I think would. The Totally Awesome. Were you prepared for Totally Awesome?
No, not at all.
Have you even seen the Paleozoic deck before you came up against it here?
I know what the cards do, but I just didn't think many people would play it.
Well, it turned out to be a sneaky pick, but you were able to get the win, so congratulations for that. Elvis Vu, your newest Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series winner. Well done, Elvis. Well, more than 1,700 duelists came here to compete this weekend, but in the end, it was Elvis Vu and his ABC deck that took the crown. We've done a lot of great stuff here. We had an incredible top 32, lots of incredible decks, talented duelists, excellent technical play, and we also raised a lot of money for Reading for Kids, a local charity. So, for Robbie and Billy, I'm Jerome McHale. See you next time.